What's good, YouTube? If you love basketball, you have come to the right place. My name is Wiseman, and in today's video, I could not be more hyped to talk about the Eastern Conference Finals between the Atlanta Hawks and the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, unlike all those media guys, I'm here to give you guys the real facts, the real predictions, and of course, some great analysis. So if you're as excited for this matchup between the Hawks and the Bucks as I am, make sure to stick around and hear everything that I've got to say. All right, in this video, I'm going to pop up film breakdown on the screen so you guys can follow along, but I'm also going to be talking about 5 kind of key things about this matchup. All right, number 1, we're going to start off with what happened in the regular season and the results between these two teams. All right, they played 3 times. Secondly, we're going to talk about, the overall game plan of both teams moving forward to the conference finals. Second, we're going to talk about the one-on-one matchups. So for example, like Trae Young versus Drew Holiday, who needs to win these key matchups and what's likely going to happen. Number 4, we're going to talk about how each team can execute in order to win this series. And number 5, of course, this wouldn't be a prediction without, of course, the predictions at the end. So stick around, guys. I've got some dope content for you. All right, so number 1, we got to talk about the regular season matchups. All right, Milwaukee did win 2 out of the 3 games. However, in 2 of those games, Trae Young, yes, Ice Trae was not playing, 1 in the win and 1 in the loss. All right, COVID has messed up the whole season. But anyways, guys, I'm going to pop some key statistics on the screen for you guys so you can understand the strength and weaknesses of both teams during the regular season. All right, there was 3 matchups. All right, so basically, I've compiled some stats for you guys. So starting with the Hawks, all right, the Hawks shot 38% from the three-point line, making 41 out of 108 attempts in the 3-game series. Now, the Hawks also got 120 points in the paint, all right, in the 3-game series. And lastly, the Hawks grabbed a total of 110 boards. Now, keep that in mind. We're going to keep that on the screen. Now, let's move to the Bucks, all right? The Bucks shot only 33.3% from the three-point line, making 34 of their 102 attempts. Now, the Bucks got 162 points in the paint. All right, these guys are monsters in the paint. They got big boys like Giannis, like Lopez, that are a little bit more traditional, and they got bigger guys than the Hawks. Now, thirdly, the Bucks grabbed a total of 144 boards in those 3 matchups, which of course they have bigger guys. That's what's going to happen. So as we can see already, the Hawks are a better 3-point shooting team. However, the Bucks are more physical. They're going to bang on the glass. And of course, they're going to score more points in the paint with the Greek Freak. That dude is sick. All right, now, obviously in the playoffs, it's going to be a little different. The Hawks during the regular season had guys like Rondo, Cam Reddish, who was hooping. Right now, he's still injured. But this is going to be a lot different, guys. I want you guys to know that this isn't going to be a blowout like Charles Barkley saying it's a sweep. The Hawks are legit. All right, these guys have nothing to lose. No one thought they were going to be here. And the Hawks are balling. They're so deep. Anyways, guys, now let's move on to the overall team style that the Hawks and Bucks play. All right, now the Hawks are highly predicated on the pick and roll with Trae Young, all right, and Capella. And Trae Young is a true point guard. He's going to get his guys looks, and they have a lot of play calls for all their shooters. They run a lot of staggered screens, and they really run like a motionless offense or a motion offense, which really means guys are moving around. They're using staggered screens. They're shooting on the fly. Think Golden State, Curry, 2015, 2016, 2017. Think Harden's Rockets, a little bit like that, all right? These guys are all shooters, and you know what? It works, all right? They're in the finals. Now, the Bucks are obviously very heavily predicated on, they have Drew Holiday, which was a big pickup. However, Giannis creates their offense, all right? We're going to see that he's going to try and penetrate, kick out, or he's just going to look for his buckets in the post, or he's going to attack through those wings. Now, Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday are going to be big. Their big 3, they score most of the points, especially because guys like Dante DiVincenzo are out. They're going to score most of the points, whereas the Atlanta Hawks are more even stretched. All right, now moving on to the next segment, the matchups. All right, this is my favorite part. This is just what I think is going to happen. I'm going to pop it up on the screen of who's going to be guarding who. All right, so number 1, we got Trae Young versus Drew Holiday. This is a sick matchup. All right, Drew Holiday is a very good defender. He's a bit bigger than Trae Young. However, Trae Young is so speedy and he's got that deep three ball, so he's going to have to strap up. All right, this is going to be a very fun matchup. We'll see who's going to win. I think they might even flash PJ and give Trae Young different looks because PJ is very fast laterally and he can be a little bit more physical. However, we'll see how Trae uses those screens. This is going to be a very key matchup. The second matchup at the 2 guard, what I have right now is Kevin Huerter. That boy is a flamethrower and he's having a massive season. He's so young, and this dude's just a bucket. Like, what can I say? Who thought Kevin Huerter was going to be this nice? Versus PJ Tucker. All right, I think they're going to put PJ Tucker on him. He is the second highest scorer. I don't think it makes sense to put PJ on Trae Young all the time. He's just a little bit too speedy, and Trae Young's going to get him to foul trouble. However, that's going to be a killer matchup. We'll see if Kevin Huerter can still average like 15 or 20, because if he can't, another guy for the Hawks will have to step up, because we saw what PJ did to Kevin Durant in the round 2, basically, I guess. All right, so the third matchup, all right, is Bogdanovic. I'm hoping he's back. That boy is also a certified shooter. I have him plugged in at the small forward versus Chris Middleton. All right, these two guys both serve buckets. However, they both, they've been a little bit inconsistent. They can both go off for a ton of points. However, they're not, like the most consistent players, like a Kevin Durant, like a LeBron James. But anyways, that's going to be a very good matchup. We'll see who's going to win that one, because that one could be, the deciding factor. The fourth matchup is going to be John Collins and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, this is going to be hard for Collins. He is a big guy. He's very explosive. But we all know he's not Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's going to have to be a team effort to jam in the paint and give him different looks on Giannis, because Giannis can't average 40 if the Hawks want to win. All right, he's got to average between 28 and 33, 34. So we shall see how Collins plays him. He is a great player, and I love his development. But Giannis is a hard guard, let's be honest, guys. And at the number 5, it's going to be Clint Capella versus Brook Lopez. Two different types of players. Capella is a pick and roll guy. Brook Lopez is a stretch 5, so we'll see if Capella has a bit of a hard time guarding Lopez out in the 3-point line. However, that's going to be a great matchup. These are two different teams, guys. One is more traditional, star-based, and the other is a very deep shooting team. This is going to be a great freaking matchup. All right, now how does each team win? That's our next segment. All right, now the Hawks, everyone's saying all the Hawks are going to get destroyed, and yeah, the Bucks are a better team and they have more experience, but the Hawks are nice. All right, now on defense, this is how the Hawks win. All right, build a wall like the Toronto Raptors in the 2019 against Giannis Antetokounmpo. All right, give different looks towards Giannis, flash him on doubles. Don't let him, just pull up in the close range or back guys down. You have to flash bodies at him right on the entry pass. Make the other guys beat you. That's key. We've seen Chris Middleton and even Jrue Holiday before the final few minutes in Game 7. They were both choking, all right? They were both 2 for 11, I think, at the end of the third quarter. These guys can get hot, but they can also not get hot. And if Giannis isn't having a bunch of buckets, the Hawks could win, all right? Now, also, we talked about the glass. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, those are big boys. They get a lot of rebounds. The Hawks are going to have to team rebound. It's going to have to be a team effort. Now, on offense, the Hawks are going to have to put Lopez and Giannis in the pick and roll, because those guys cannot guard speedy Trae, and especially if he pulls them out with switches on the 3-point line, he's got to get them into foul trouble. All right, now they've got to also stretch the floor. They've got shooters. They got to get their shooters get space and be able to penetrate and kick. We know Trae has that nice floater, so we should see how that works. Now, they got to hit a lot more threes as well, guys. All right, these guys are a better 3-point shooting team, and in order to win, they're going to have to, hit more threes than the Bucks. Now, Trae Young is going to have to be a key, guys. He's got to step up, and he's got to go ice Trae mode and get a lot of points. If he doesn't get a lot of points, he's got to be getting a lot of assists, and he's got to get his other guys open looks, because you best believe Jrue Holiday, PJ Tucker, they're both going to be throwing a lot of defense at him and being very physical, because he is a smaller defender and he likes to, he's more of a rhythm player. All right, guys. But anyways, how do the Bucks win? All right, the Bucks are a little bit of a better team, all right, obviously, but they still gotta, execute on the game plan. Now, if I was a coach on defense, this is how the Bucks win, all right? They strap up Trae Young full court. They don't give him any breathing room. They don't let him get hot from deep. They pretty much face guard him. PJ Tucker, Drew Holiday, they got to make it tough on him. He is their engine. He is their playmaker. He is their true point guard. This kid is special, and you got to shut him down, all right? Limit fast break points. They're a young team, Atlanta. They want to run and gun. Giannis, you got to make sure the Bucks, they got to make sure they don't just run and gun because they're a deeper team, and the Bucks guys are going to be playing more minutes. You don't want to get fatigued late in the series, game 4, game 5, game 6, because that's how the Bucks could upset. And of course, lastly, on defense, win on the glass. The Bucks are a better rebounding team, so they got to do what they're better at. They got to win on the glass. Now, on offense, Giannis needs to be aggressive. Don't settle for threes, all right? Get to the hole. We need him to average 30 to 35 points if the Bucks are going to win. But anyways, also Middleton and Drew Holiday, I talked about these guys being a little bit inconsistent. They have to be consistently giving you, Middleton as a second guy in the 20s on his average in terms of points, and Holiday needs to be giving you like at least 13 and 7 assists, all right? He is their playmaker, even though Giannis has the ball in his hands most of the time. All right, now, last but not least, they do need to hit their threes, but what I want to see is I want them to put the Hawks away. Well, they need to put the Hawks away early. All right, they need to let them know who's boss, because we've seen the Hawks, they just keep chipping away, and that's why we love them. All right, they just keep battling. They have this mentality that they're never out. They've come back from 28 against Philly, 18 against Philly, and you got to put these guys away, because if you don't, you're going to have problems deep in the series, and this one will go very, very late. Now, we are wrapping up this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. We're moving on to the predictions, so can I get a drum roll, please? All right, I've got the Bucks in 6 or 7. All right. They are the better team. They have more experience. Giannis has been through this a lot. PJ has been through this a lot. Chris Middleton, same thing. All right, they've got a ton of vets, and they have more superstar power. Let's be honest, guys. But I think this one's going to be awesome. I think the Hawks are going to surprise a lot of people like they already have, and don't count them out. All right, Charles Barkley sweep. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I think the Hawks are going to make the right adjustments. They've got a great coach. They're going to play very hard, and a bunch of their guys are going to have massive games. All right, you heard it here first, folks. I think Trae Young is going to get really beat up. However, I think they're going to play him very physical. However, he will definitely have a few ice Trae games. But Giannis Antetokounmpo, like I've been saying in my other videos, guys, he is really ascending. He's showing that, he might not have the best jumper, but he's not afraid to take it. And you know what I love about that is that he is not afraid, all right? If you play basketball, you can be missing, but if you keep shooting, that means you got that Kobe mentality. Giannis knows he can get to the basket whenever he wants. He's 6'11", 7'6" wingspan. This guy is a beast. It's time for him to win a championship. All right, I've got the Bucks winning the whole thing. So the fact that the Hawks are going to take them 6 or 7 is a massive, applaud to the Hawks. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts are. Who do you have winning this game? Or sorry, not this game, this series. Let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways, guys, till the next time, this has been Wiseman from Better Through Ball. I really hope you did enjoy this video. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are a massive NBA fan. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying to make this my career because all I do is live, sleep, and breathe basketball. So if you guys are the same, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video, and make sure to let me know in the comment section down below if I'm capping or if the Bucks or the Hawks are going to win. Cheers, guys. Peace.